Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I wanted to do a pink smoky eye. I'm feeling very pink today, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. Anything that I use will be listed down in the description box below. If you'd like to see how I do this, then keep on watching. I went ahead and did one eye off camera so you guys can see what the finished look is supposed to look like. I'm going to be using two different palettes. I'm going to be using this Aroma palette by, might say it wrong, but Ucanbe. And then the second palette I'm going to be using is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. To help with cleanup and the shape, I'm going to use some tape. I feel like it's been a while since I've used the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. That's another reason why I wanted to do this look, is because I have been getting into using the same palettes again, so I'm trying to use different stuff. I don't feel like I've used the Aromas palette very much. I think I've used it like once on YouTube, so I'm gonna try using that in this video. And the Jaclyn Hill palette, the reason I'm using it is because I want a dark black shade for this smoky eye, and the Aromas palette doesn't have any dark shades in it. It's really just like light pinks and browns. So I'm gonna pick up this Abyss shade on a tapered fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend that out on this outer third. When I did the other eye, I actually started off with too much black, so I'm having to match what I did on the other side. It did get blended out when I added the pink into it. It looks more like a purple when it's blended with the black, but it is pink. So we're going with like a purpley pink eyeshadow look today, not just a pink. But I just wanted to do something simple. I feel like I stray away from the smoky eyes all the time, just because like I feel like I like branching out. I like doing different looks and trying to do different looks in each video. But sometimes it's okay to just come back to the simple smoky eye and with like a cream inner corner. And I just was feeling that today, so that's what I'm going to be doing. But I did add too much black, so that's why I'm adding too much black on this side. If you don't want to add this much black, I don't blame you. I didn't want to add this much black. I just went a little too heavy-handed, and I'm just trying to blend it out and make it work. You can definitely go in with a lighter amount of black. I'm also smoking this out pretty far. I just really want it pretty far out, so that's why I'm bringing it out really far on the tape. Now that my eyebrows have been done by me, I say done like I went and got them professionally done. I didn't get them professionally done. I just trimmed them and plucked them. It's been a while, and it just gives me more room right here because they do grow out pretty far down. They grow out pretty far down on this side too. So like they go really far down and it pulls my face down. So I usually trim them up to the point that they're at now. That way I also have more room to put makeup on. Switching to the Aromas palette, I'm going to use the shade Fairytale, and I'm using an e.l.f. blending brush for this. So how I'm blending this out is I'm starting on the top part of where that black meets my skin color, and I'm just blending that out with this shade, and then I'll slowly, gradually go over the whole black. But I just want to blend out that harsh stop where the black is at, and then kind of blend that out into everything else. I hope that makes sense. This is also where the color is gonna really show until it mixes with the black. I always feel like one eye does a better job at blending than the other, and it's always frustrating. I am also not going any further than halfway because I do want that cream color on the inner part of my eye. So I'm just slowly building this pink into the black. So now I'm gonna incorporate it into everything and just blending that black out really well. And again, not going any further than about halfway. And I will clean up this line with concealer. So I know I don't really talk about it very much on my channel because I do like to keep my personal life private, but I do like to share things with you. Exciting stuff and like interesting stuff that I'm doing. So I am 31 weeks pregnant this week, and it is crazy to me that this baby may come in like the next 2 months, like maybe a month and a half to 2.5 months, just depending on when they come. And it is my first baby, so I expect it to be a little bit longer than 40 weeks, but I'm kind of hoping they will come at like 40 weeks, so I don't have to deal with like medical intervention and stuff. So I am hoping about that time, but it is crazy to me that like there's a possibility of them coming like end of May, beginning of June, because their due date is the beginning of June. It's June 5th. So like they could come like a week early or a week late, and it's just really crazy to me that there's like 9 weeks left. It's hard for me to believe that I've been pregnant since last October. Like, well, I guess before then, because I found out I was pregnant in October. But it's just crazy. Definitely a unique experience. I always wanted to experience pregnancy. Just like personally, that's something I wanted to do. And I know there's people out there that are like, hell no. And I don't blame you one bit if you're that kind of person. It's just always something I've been curious about. Because like, you know, women are the only one that are able to get pregnant. And it's just really cool to be the only one that can have experience like that. Compared to like my husband, you know, my husband's never going to get to experience that. He's going to be experiencing it through me, and I just think it's really cool, and that's just like an amazing thing to me. Because black can be a little harsh when blended out, I'm going to take some translucent powder. This is the Hydra Perfect by L'Oreal Paris loose powder. It's just in the shade translucent. I like to take this right above the eyeshadow and kind of blend it out. I feel like it's really harsh on this side. I probably just didn't do a good job on blending on this eye. Probably because I'm talking. I'm not like, I get distracted when I'm talking and like over blend or over color or add too much color and like turns into me making a mistake. But I like to take this translucent powder and use this to help me blend this shade out. It also helps lighten it up a little bit. Because this is a translucent powder, I'm not going to be too worried about bringing it into the inner corner. It will also blend out these edges in the middle where I didn't go any further with the eyeshadow. So I started doing my videos on Monday, so like filming my videos on Monday and then taking the rest of the week to edit it so I can post it on Saturday. Because I am only doing one video a week now, and I haven't yet gotten to the routine because I used to do it on Tuesday mornings. I haven't yet gotten into the routine, so I keep forgetting to do my video on Mondays because like I do other things like Monday afternoon, like with my husband we go like work and stuff together, and I keep forgetting to do it in the morning. And Mondays are the days that I get to like sleep in a little bit before having to go to work. So I take advantage of that and I keep forgetting, and then like by the time I remember, I'm like, shit, it's already too late. Because it takes probably about, say, minimum of an hour, like maximum to 3 hours, just depending on what kind of look I'm doing. And I like to take my time because like right now I'm doing it in the morning before going to work. It's like almost 10 o'clock and I think I started around 8:30-ish, like getting into doing the video and like eating breakfast and like, you know, getting up and moving around. And I just feel like I'm rushing because I need to leave a little before 11. So it's 10 o'clock now and I still have the rest of this video to do and like to get ready and stuff. So I like feel like I'm rushing and I don't like doing that on these videos. It also makes for a shorter video, which I don't really like. I mean, it really just depends on what you guys like. You guys might like shorter videos, you might like longer videos. It just depends on what I have to talk about. But I just feel like I don't really get much of a choice, that I have to like kind of make them shorter. And I don't like doing that because it feels like I'm rushing and I don't like to rush. I like to take my time with these things. These videos are supposed to be fun for me. They're supposed to be entertaining for you. And if I'm like rushing them, then I don't feel like they're as good and it just bugs me. So next week, I am gonna actually pay attention and remember that I'm doing my videos Monday morning. And then hopefully I won't suck. For concealer, I'm gonna use the NW15 Studio Finish Concealer by MAC. And I'm just taking a flat brush. This is the brush that I used to put concealer on my eyelids in the first place. So I'm just using this to pick up some more than what's already on the brush and just kind of blend it in that inner part of my eye and then out towards the eyeshadow. Taking some translucent powder, I'm just gonna set that concealer just so it doesn't crease, because this is how I'm gonna leave it. Just feel like this eye is not blended as well as the other one, and it bugs the hell out of me. I feel like the left eye has like a prettier color than the right eye, and I don't know what I've done differently. I hate when that happens, because I don't know what I did wrong. I feel like I blended it the same way and added the same amount, and like, it bugs me. Does it bug anybody else? Because I hate when that happens. Because then it makes my eyes feel like they're two different like types of eyeshadow, and I don't like it. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the Melt and Bailey Cosmetics Ultra Matte Gel Liner in the shade Onyx. I've been loving this. It's so easy to use, and like it's just my favorite. The brush I'm using is a Morphe M160-1 brush. It's just a really thin liner brush, and I really like using this with it. I'm just gonna make a thin line on my lash line. This is another reason why I like using it, is because I can do it on camera. And I'm not as worried about it messing up because it's just so easy to use. It's like butter on your eye. Then using that tape, I'm going to create the wing. And if I lined my tape up correctly, both eyes should match. That's not always the case, but if you line your tape up correctly in line with the other eye, then both of your wings should be even, which it would be easier if I did both eyes at the same time, because the way I'm doing on camera, my tape might be a little off. Now I'm gonna take the tape off and hopefully it matches, and it actually matches pretty dang good. So, because the eye is done, I am going to go off camera to do my base really quick, and then I'll be back to finish everything. I'm back, one side is done, and I'm going to show you how I finished it on the other side. For underneath of my eye, I'm going to take a Bellalash brush and go into the shade Fairytale, which was the pink shade I used on top. I'm going to blend that really lightly underneath of my eye. I'm not a big fan of my under eyes being too busy, so I just like to blend like a shade or two underneath and then leave it at that, just to give it a little bit of color underneath. Off camera, I lined my waterline and tight lined with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Black Bean. For a highlighter, I wanted to use a shade out of this Aromas palette. This is called Eager. I'm going to put that on my inner corner and on my brow bone. It's a subtle highlight, so I thought it would work well. And I'm going to put it on my forehead, on my cheekbone. And I usually use a brush for this, but the brush I used for my eyeshadow, so I'm not going to use that brush. My finger is just going to have to do. That is it for the face. I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist to set everything. For lip liner, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Rosewood. For lipstick, I'm going to use the Carly Bybel Il Makiage lipstick in this shade Serious. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I like hearing y'all's feedback, so please comment down below with anything you'd like to tell me or any future videos you'd like to see. Until next time, bye.